Hi everyone, I'm Everlyn Kipasira and this is Salome Waken. We are currently studying at the PNG University of Goroka, taking postgraduate diploma in teaching. We are going to present a short video based on the topic called bereavement. Okay, I as a first presenter, I'm going to define the theme and state the impacts of bereavement on students and teachers, while Salome Waken is going to state the impacts as well, but on the growth and development of students, and as well as its benefits and challenges on students and teachers. According to Holland 2008, bereavement is defined as a period of significant loss, especially the death of a loved one, in which an individual feels an intense emotional pain and grief. In other words, it is an experience of great sorrow and empathy due to the death of a relative or close friends. The impacts of bereavement on a grieving person is influenced by the surrounding environment or depends on the type of relationship one have with the deceased. In schools, bereavement impacts not only students but teachers and staff as well. It affects their emotions, their physical well-being, psychology, and cognitive functions. According to the survey conducted at the University of Goroka and North Goroka Junior High School, it highlights two main areas where bereavement have impacts on. Firstly, adolescents aged 12 to 19, their experience of bereavement is similar to adults. However, students with previous trauma and unstable care situations suffer more with the risk of self-harm due to anger, sadness, stress or anxiety, suicidal thoughts, isolation from friends and peers, and academic challenges such as difficulty in concentration, memory lapses, and low academic performance. The second area that bereavement have impacts on is teachers and staff, which are categorized as adults. At this stage, the process of bereavement can be managed. However, as emotional beings, bereavement can bring sadness, anger, fear, regret, stress, or anxiety, which can then influence their teaching styles and professional conducts. By isolating themselves from colleagues and friends can lead to self-unconsciousness and brain disorder. Above all, it affects them through withdrawal from work and lack of concentration for students and others. As per the survey, most teachers and students comment that all this happens at the first state of grieving process, and as life continues, people tend to accept the loss situations and overcome it through socialization.
Bereavement can significantly impact students' growth and development in four major ways. And they are emotional development, cognitive development, which is thinking, and social development and physical well-being. When students are faced with bereavement, there are some intense emotions that they go through, like anger, guilt, sadness, which makes them feel unhappy, and they are sometimes lose concentration. Grieving students find it difficult to concentrate or memorize uh, during their studies. With this, it leads to decline in their academic performance. It also uh, causes students, grieving students, makes them feel isolated from their peers or teacher who do not understand their feelings or their expression, which makes them feel they don't want to associate or mingle around with their friends. And this can lead to psychological complaints such as headache or stomach ache. Sometimes students give such psychological complaint because of their feelings, and all these can lead to decline in their academic performance. There are also some benefits and challenges that students and teachers go through during the process of bereavement. Okay, the benefits and challenges that students faced emotional security, and these are the benefits. Emotional security, improve academic engagement, and stronger social bond. When students are faced with bereavement, they needed our support or their peers' support in order for them to feel less alone. And when they are among with their friends, they associate with their friends or their teachers, it helps them to improve in their academic performance, and also this helps them or leads to build a social relationship or stronger bond with their friends. These are the benefits. And the challenges that they go through, there are total challenges that students face. One is concentration issue, and the other one is emotional regulation. When students are faced with bereavement, they find it difficult to concentrate, memorize, or even do their studies. And this leads to despair in their academic performance. And sometimes they find they go through mood swings like anger or withdrawal. This leads to behavioral issues, and all this combine to how they perform in their academic standard. Okay, there are some challenges and benefits that teachers we faced, or as a teacher they faced during this process of bereavement. And there are stronger relationship, and these are for teachers now. Stronger relationship, professional growth, and positive classroom climate. When teachers faced with bereavement, they also need the support for students or their colleagues to help support them during this process of bereavement. And when teachers they support the students, it helps build the intense emotions that they can deal with such situation like bereavement. And the challenges that teachers faced are emotional burden and lack of training. Witnessing a student's grief can emotionally taxing for teachers, especially when it triggers the personal memories. And also some teachers they don't train to handle, or they don't train to deal with such situation. So when students comes with this kind of situation, they find it difficult to deal with such situation. In conclusion, bereavement refers to the period of significant loss, typically the death of a loved one, where individual experience emotional pain and grief. Grieving process impact or affect both teachers and students emotionally, cognitively, socially, and physical well-being. Okay, there are some benefits and challenges that teachers and students face during the process of bereavement. Okay, some of the benefits that students and teachers faced for students, emotional security, stronger relationship bond between friends and teachers, and the positive classroom climate. That's for the students. And for the teachers, stronger relationship, improve professional growth, and positive classroom climate. Okay, the challenges that students and teachers face, uh, concentration issue, and these are for students. Concentration issue and emotional regulation. When students are faced with bereavement, they go through concentration issue and mood swings or emotional regulation. And for teachers, emotional burden and lack of training. These are for teachers. Thank you for listening and watching, and that brings us to the end of our presentation.